EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Ready, break. The mic. 44 is the mic. I got you. Viking 18. Check it out.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Set, hut, 60 red. Right there, 60 red. Steal, check, steal.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Rosas' kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Come on now, let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Running is Swift. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
On the set. Woo! Woo! Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the Cowboy 80. Cup 19.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Ready. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Like 60. Watch the screen.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go attack.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Man up. No. Off. 51's the mic, boys. 51.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Rosas' kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
But they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a big play there for the Lions. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Panther 11.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Gotta do better. Come on.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Love now to pass on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Down. 33. Yellow.
He wants the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's go.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Red. Cycle.
Watch the flag.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's go now. Red. 38. Spike. White.
Love from the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Calm down. Hey, let's go.
52.
2nd down. Love.
Check 52.
Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
You're not ready. You're not ready.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
My boy.
Aaron Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We got 4 down.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow a ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this.
This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
10 cycle. Drill green.
From the gun, Love. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Rosas' kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. You can't block me.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
19 tight.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
His throw caught right around the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Go pink.
Motion. Hey, 25's the mic.
Yellow.
25's the mic. All right.
A 2nd down throw for Love.
Hey, let's get this.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Let's go. 45. White.
45's the mic. Let's go.
Striker. 3-3.
Following the interception, Love. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, fellas.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready. Chop 60. Chop 60.
Pick it up, D. 31's the mic. Watch the run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
We got this.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
You got tight right there.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run the option on 2nd down. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, there's no question in my mind that Jordan Love is a pass-first quarterback, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the wheels to get out of Dodge when necessary. So you will see Green Bay occasionally throw a quarterback run play in there, but for the most part, he'll do his damage with his legs when a play breaks down and he has to get out of the pocket and try and gain yardage.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Ready, 50, green. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll pitch it out
It's
to
sad
Jones.
they pay me. I'll do this
And
for
he's
free.
going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Throwing, Love. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2.
Come on,
and
guys.
instead
We
it
got
gets
this.
picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Let's go.
Love, they go play action now. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Hey, smash Bronco. Be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Slam.
Get wide. Bang, bang.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side, and this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Check 26.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Touchdown, Packers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 19-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Come to my world.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Ready, break.
44, Mike.
Tempo.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
On the double.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Go. Mike Fofo.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Now, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Taken in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Let's go, baby.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Go ultra.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Play action this time with Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Danny.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Keep playing hard.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush. Pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo.
60 Maverick.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Buffalo 18.
You're all mine.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Single, slot.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. The Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready, set, 70 Timberwolves, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's it. Big hit.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The Packers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50, the 40.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, Love once more. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Love. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Now Love. gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Again, it's Love. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Exactly what they were looking for. They'd been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Time to go, night.
Love.
Kill.
This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Down. 33. Yellow.
Check. Watch 54.
You must be dreaming.
Now Love toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Get ready.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Let's go now.
51.
Red, 38.
Come off the ball hard. We got double tight.
Following the interception, Love. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
51.
Yellow.
51. Here we go. Watch out.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Get him! 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
I know he ain't got it. Mega.
Love. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
22 needle.
Guys, pick it up.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Ready. Yellow, 22.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.